Okay, so welcome everybody. My name is Katherine Oster, and we are going to talk about gratitude today. And I am so grateful that you are here, whether you're live or listening later. Thank you so much. And I'm going to be talking about gratitude, and I'm going to be using the tools of access consciousness. So I'm going to be saying the clearing statement, which is this really set of funny words that. Hey, Carly just joined. Yay. Sorry. Get a little distracted sometimes. Hi, Carly. So anyway, I'm using the tools of access consciousness, which is this funny set of words which you don't have to know what it means. And basically what it is, it's an energetic magic wand that clears up any energy that comes up for you or for anybody else when I'm talking about something. And you can get more information at theclearingstatement.com. And I'll also send that link out in the email that I send out with the replay and the recording. So, gratitude. So in Access, we talk about, I was introduced in Access to the 5 elements of intimacy. And they are honor, trust, allowance, vulnerability, and gratitude. And when you have honor, trust, allowance, and vulnerability, it's almost like gratitude starts showing up as if by magic. And what is gratitude? That's what we're going to start with. So everything that you have defined as gratitude, every definition, every judgment, every conclusion that you have attached to the word gratitude, will you destroy and uncreate all of that? Right, wrong, good, bad, all 9, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. And that's the clearing statement. And that's the crazy, funny phrase that I was talking about. So basically, I asked you the question of what you define gratitude as. We brought up the energy, and then we cleared it. So what I would like to do is to get to the space with everybody, with all of you, of what is gratitude for you, and how can you be that and choose it at any moment? And we require to clear all of the points of view and all the attachments and all the definitions that you have of the word and what it means to you in order to create that. What have you invented as gratitude? And everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, all 9, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. And what have you invented as not gratitude? And everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, all 9, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Like, when you truly, what is gratitude? And I've been asking myself that a lot lately. I did these other calls about the other elements of intimacy called The Adventure of You. And it's funny because I think I did them throughout the winter. And then there's been a long space since I've done this one for gratitude. And what I've discovered is in those months after I did those other calls, I actually started receiving and having a greater space of gratitude than I ever have before. And so I was kind of like, well, everybody's maybe wondering why I haven't done a gratitude call yet. and that's what I've discovered. So gratitude, when you can be the space and the energy of gratitude, you can change any situation and you can create anything you desire. And as I'm talking, if you could just lower your walls and barriers, sometimes we walk around with energetic barriers. So if you just want to close your eyes for a minute and take a deep breath and just think barriers down, barriers down, barriers down in any layer, level, lifetime, universe, barriers down. And everything that doesn't allow that, right, wrong, good, bad, all 9, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Because what I'm also gifting you in this call is the energy of gratitude, what it is for me and what I've created and received with it. So when you listen to these audios, I know it sounds crazy, but there is an energetic element that your being will start to receive and that will start to create changes from the words and how I'm being on this call. So just think barriers down and what can you receive just by being here? So when you're the energy in the space of gratitude, you can truly change anything and you can create anything. And gratitude always grows. And in gratitude, there's no judgment of you or of the other people around you or of what's happening to you or of what's coming up. When you can have gratitude for a situation that happens in your life, you can actually see the possibilities that it's creating for you. Because I think I heard Gary Douglas, who's the founder of Access Consciousness, I heard him say, or I read it somewhere, that a problem is only a possibility with a judgment attached to it. Like when you are asking to change your life and when you're asking for things to show up greater or in a different way, like more money, more happiness, more joy, the universe will deliver it, but it's going to look different than you think it does. And when something comes up, like say your vehicle acts up and you break down somewhere, you have a flat tire. So rather than going into the judgment of it, which would be, oh, this fucking car, I knew it was a piece of junk. Or it would be like, oh, I'm so stupid. Like, why? I knew this was going to happen. Why did I go? Like you're judging yourself and you're judging the car. But when you can just take a moment and take a deep breath, I always take a deep breath and just feel like, okay, so if this wasn't a problem, what actually is possible here? And then you can have like gratitude for this happening with your vehicle. And then you are actually the space to receive the awareness of what it would take to change it or create and receive the possibility available. So what could actually happen is the person who might show up to help you is actually somebody who you've been asking for. Like say it's a businessman who's like, I don't know, he's just randomly driving down the highway and he sees this lady broke down on the side of the road and he's like, oh, I should stop and help her. And say he runs like a huge business and you get to chatting and he finds out you're the person he's been looking for, you know? Like it's so crazy how circumstances in your life happen. So if you can trust that the universe has your back and have gratitude for everything that shows up in your life, no matter what it is. I mean, even if it's like a huge bill, say it's a really big power bill, what is it really? And how can you be grateful for it? And I get like there's so many frustrating things that happen, but I guess it kind of goes back to like you create in your life what you focus on. So what your point of view is. So if your point of view is that everything is frustrating and everything is hard, then that's what you'll create. But if you can start changing that by having gratitude, then possibilities and miracles can happen. And so everything that doesn't allow you to perceive, know, be, and receive the gratitude, the space of gratitude that you truly be and what that is for you, will you destroy and create all of that? Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. So like gratitude is a space that's beyond just happiness. It's like this space of joy and peace with everything that is, there's not many words to describe it. But so again, if you can just close your eyes and just get a sense of what I'm talking about and receive the energy of what I'm saying, living joyfully and enjoying every moment of every day is the space of gratitude. And having gratitude for everything that shows up. Like, what if there is a gift in every single thing? I know the tragedy that just happened in Humboldt with the hockey players. Like, I mean, I get it. It's so sad, like extremely sad. But if you can change it and look at it, what can actually get created from that? Like, everybody's looking at different, like at the driver and the company, and are they going to have more testing or driver testing requirements for the refugees that are imported into Canada. So, what is going to get created? Like, that accident created a lot of awareness, and it woke up a lot of people who were sitting back and not actually taking action on stuff that was required. And when you can look at it from that way, like, all of those people, I truly believe that all of those people on the bus, on some level, it wasn't probably cognitively, but they knew what they were going to be creating with this occurring. And I know that sounds crazy, and it's okay if you don't agree with me. But that's the gift of of a tragedy. Things are going to change now. And so being willing to see a gift in everything is what creates different possibilities. When you have no judgment of you or of other people or of the circumstances that occur in your life, that is the space of gratitude. And that is, you can start to receive a level of joy and bliss and ease that you have never experienced before, that you never thought was possible. And everywhere that you don't think this is possible for you, will you destroy and create all of that? Right, wrong, good, bad, all 9, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. When you truly have gratitude, it's not like, I'm feeling happy today. It's, again, a sense of peace and expansion, a sense of space that's not common in this reality. There's no solidity in it at all. Like, there's no, it's like all of the energies are swirling around, and it's like, okay, I'm going to choose this. And then that's what gets created for you. Because you don't have a point of view about what shows up, like, anything is possible. When you have total gratitude, it's like being air. Gratitude is a space that when you have space, you actually feel nothing. It's a space, it's such a huge expanded space that when you are in the space of gratitude, you don't feel anything. You are just being that space and being in the energy of everything and receiving, gifting and receiving energy with everyone and everything. You can have infinite knowing, infinite being, infinite perceiving, and infinite receiving when you are in the space of gratitude. So, wow, I had no idea that's what I was going to talk about. Does anybody have any questions? Or should I just keep talking? You guys are all good? Okay, chat box is empty. So I'm going to run a few clearings about having gratitude with you, because you can't actually have gratitude for anything else until you can have gratitude for you. So what gratitude for your life, exactly as it is, are you refusing, that you truly could be choosing, that if you would choose it, would allow you to create it as everything you've always desired it to be, but have been refusing to choose? And everything that is times a godzillion, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, all 9, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. But gratitude for your life, exactly as it is, are you refusing, that if you truly could be choosing, that if you would choose it, would allow you to create it as everything you've always desired it to be, but have been refusing to choose. And everything that is and everything that brings up, will you destroy and create it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, all 9, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. What are you absolutely refusing to perceive, know, be, and receive that would allow you to have total gratitude for you? And everything that is and everything that doesn't allow that, will you revoke, recant, rescind, reclaim, renounce, denounce, destroy, and create it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. What are you absolutely refusing to perceive, know, be, and receive about you that would allow you to have total gratitude for you? And everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. So the first step is to have gratitude with you. If you can have that, you can have gratitude for everyone and everything. Oh, there's Helena. When you're not in gratitude, you're probably judging yourself, or you're judging the person you're with, or you're judging the circumstances that happened, or you're judging whatever's showing up. You're judging it as good or as bad or as right or as wrong. And so everywhere you're still holding on to judgment as a way to know you're still alive, will you destroy and uncreate all of that? Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. And everywhere you're not actually aware of the infinite being you truly are, and the infinite awareness you are, and the infinite perceiving, being, and receiving that you are, will you destroy and create all of that? Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Because as an infinite being, you have infinite awareness, and you're infinitely aware of all the judgments that everybody else has with regards to you and what you're doing, and with regards to what's happening. So often you become aware of it and you buy it as yours, and then you can't change it because it's not actually yours, and you can't change something that isn't yours. So everything that is, all of the lies, whose lies, what lies, and how many lies are you using to keep you from being the gratitude you could be choosing? And everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. So whose lies, what lies, and how many lies are you using that's keeping you from being, receiving, and gifting the space of gratitude you could be choosing? And everything that doesn't allow that, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. And so now another thing is, like, when you have gratitude for other people, they actually are grateful for you, because not a lot of people are grateful for each other. And where's my notes? Okay. When you express gratitude for other people, then they can't actually go into judgment of you, because you're not giving them anything to judge. Like, for example, I was just with a client, and I've been working with her for a little while, and she isn't, like, working with me doesn't work for her anymore, but she doesn't actually know how to tell me that. And so she was like, I think it was about money. She's like, she said to me, I can't actually afford to pay you what you're asking, but I really enjoy you and you're awesome, but I just can't pay you. Basically is what she said. And I'm like, I could have gone into, like, oh, I need to make myself cheaper for her, but then I'm not actually valuing me and the gift that I can contribute to somebody. And is she actually going to receive value from our work together if she's not paying the value that I'm asking? Because often people will attach what they're willing to receive and value to the price that they pay. And sometimes it will create more and sometimes it wouldn't. And I did ask a question, like, truth, what will this create? And it was heavy to offer her a discounted price. So I just said, you know what? Like, that's okay. I am so grateful for you. And I'm so grateful for the work that we have done together. Like, you choose what works for you. And that's what I told her. And there was no trauma and drama. And I think she was kind of like, wow. She was, I don't know, she had expectations of me and of what I would say. And it's like, no, like, thank you. I'm grateful for you. And you can choose what works for you. I have like a little puppet behind me. So when you can, so that kind of kept it out of trauma and drama. Like when we go into judgment of each other, or you're aware of other people's judgments and you buy them as yours, we create the trauma and drama of our lives with that. So what could have happened is I could have discounted myself and we could have continued to work together, but like it would have just been weird. It wouldn't have been a gifting and receiving energy at all. And she probably may have either, not even, whatever, it just could have gotten weird, and I'm aware of that. And oh no, the train left the station again. I forget what else I was going to say. Darn it. Trauma and, or I could have, like, we could have went into this back and forth of judging each other. Like I could have gotten mad at her and been like, no, I'm expecting you to pay me. I need this money, but it just wasn't. And so like how often, and like people come in and out of our lives all the time. And how often do we try to hold on to them rather than being grateful for them and letting them choose different, or letting them, like it's okay. Gratitude has major power. When you are grateful for people in your life, it is amazing what they will do for you, because you are contributing an energy to them that not many people have on this planet. And you're like, it's an energetic gifting and receiving. Like, so I was so grateful for her and for actually choosing what works for her. And so I'm not actually directly getting paid by her anymore, but the energy of gratitude that I had for her creates an energy in my life and an energy of the person that I be. And then it creates other possibilities. So other people will start to show up, and that also kept her, I guess, she couldn't judge me, because what could she judge me for? Like, she was going into the judgment of me because I charged too much money. Okay, cool. And then I do free stuff, too, so she can choose that, but whatever. But so she can't actually judge me. And if she did judge me, she would actually have to judge herself. And so in the space of gratitude, it just invites people to another possibility. Yeah, what else was I? So when you are not grateful for everything in your life, when you don't have gratitude, you're not that space, then you're at the effect of it all. So if I wasn't going to choose, using that same example, if I wasn't going to choose the space of gratitude, then I would be a victim, or she would actually be controlling me, because I would have to lower my rates to continue to work with her. I would have to change what I desired, and I would have to quit being me in order to continue the relationship. So, wow, everything that brought up and let down, and everywhere that you have changed you and went into the judgment, and everywhere you've chosen to be at the effect of other people, to not let them leave your lives, everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Okay, so, wow, that was a cool conversation. I also did not know we were going to talk about that. Do you guys have any questions? Know that you will get the recordings of all of this, so you'll be able to listen again, so you don't have to, worry if you're getting it all. So we talked about how to start having this gratitude in your life, is starting to have it for yourself. Like, and one way to actually do that is to do an exercise of just every day making a gratitude journal and writing something in it. And start to acknowledge what you're grateful for, even if it's the smallest thing. So I don't know if you guys want to grab a paper and a pen if it's handy for you right now, but if you just would like to write down, and sometimes it's actually easier to have gratitude for other people first before you can have it for yourself. So if you would like to write down 3 people that you are grateful for in your life. So if you write down 3 people that you are grateful for in your life, and then beside their names, just write down a few words of what you are grateful for about them. You know, your mom or somebody you could be grateful for that they help you. You have a friend who you can always call and talk to work things out. Or, you know, you even just you're grateful for the random stranger on the street who's helped to pick up your mail that you dropped. Or the person who saved you from the side of the road. So 3 people you are grateful for and what you are grateful for about them. And now I'm going to tell you that when you can perceive an energy in another person, when you're grateful for somebody because maybe of the kindness that they are, or the caring that they are, you cannot perceive that energy if you actually weren't already that energy yourself. So starting to make a gratitude list of other people and what you're grateful for them will actually start to show you what you are, and then you can start to choose to have that gratitude for you. So it's kind of like working backwards in a sense. Like, if you see somebody or you're working with somebody and you're like, oh my God, they're so awesome. Like they can do all this awesome stuff. Like they're so kind. And the fact that you can actually receive that from another person and acknowledge that that person has that, you are that, you be that, and you have that as well. Because if you didn't, you wouldn't be able to see the other person as that. So, for example, I know there's a lot of people in my life that I work with, and some of them, I mean, maybe they think I'm kind and maybe they think I'm caring, and I am. But I also know that there's a lot of people who think that I'm stupid and who think that I am too much and that I am like out of control and that I don't make any sense, you know. But it's only because, and I wonder actually if that's the point of view they have of themselves. So that's the only things that they can see in other people. Yes, that actually feels pretty light. So just notice, like, start having gratitude for you. Start making a gratitude journal. Like every day, maybe make a note or an alarm on your phone and have it called gratitude journal or gratitude time. And it only takes a minute, and write down 3 people, or even use the same people, but write down something different that you're grateful for about them. And then just acknowledge yourself, because you are also that for other people, because if you weren't that, you wouldn't notice it in other people. So everywhere you're not willing to perceive, know, be, and receive the gratitude you truly be and the magic you are, will you destroy and uncreate all of that. Right, wrong, good, bad, all 9, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Now, another thing that follows gratitude is money, which is really awesome. As you start to choose more gratitude, to play with that energy, to see things as a possibility and not as a problem, you will start to receive more money in your life. And because money likes to be in that energy, I want to say. Now, granted, not all rich people have gratitude for anybody. But often those humanoids of us that are keeping ourselves small, that are limiting our money flows because that keeps us from being as powerful as we truly are. Often, once you start to be you and to receive the gift you are, more money will start to show up. So I wrote down, where is it? Does anybody have any questions? Looks like you guys are all good. Okay, so it's also a matter of having gratitude for the money that shows up for you. Then it will start to grow. And I wrote down a clearing about it, and I can't seem to find it. So I guess it's not meant to be said yet. So when you start to have this sense of ease and gratitude in your life, then you'll start to have it for the money you have. And then you can start, like, more money will start to grow. And whether that comes through more clients or a business idea that you never had before, like, money, the possibilities of receiving money become even greater when you're in the space of gratitude and you're willing to be aware of the possibilities. So I would actually, if you guys just want to close your eyes again and lower your walls and barriers, so all the energetic walls and barriers that you have put back up, or actually that we've found by shedding a layer, we found the next layer, just ask them all, barriers down, barriers down, barriers down, from any layer, level, lifetime, universe, barriers down, and everything that doesn't allow that, right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. So just tap into the money you have right now, the money that's in your wallet, the money that's in your bank account, and just, like, think of it. Do you see it as numbers? Do you see it as bills? Like, however you perceive the energy of the money in your life right now, just say hi to it. Hi, money. I'm so grateful for you. Thank you so much, money, for contributing to creating the life that I am living right now. Thank you so much. And now I want you to become aware of all of the money possibilities that are available to you. And everywhere you're trying to figure out what that is, just destroy and create it all, right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Become aware of all the money that actually desires to come into your life to play with you, to play with the money you already have, to create more possibilities for you. Lower your barriers, barriers down, barriers down, barriers down, and just perceive the energy of even more money, the money that's waiting for you to choose it and receive it. And just say, hey, money, I am ready for you now. Show me where you are. Show me what I can be and do today to have you and receive you in my life right away. And everything that doesn't allow you to perceive, know, be, and receive what that is, right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. That was awesome. Money, come play with me. So now we're talking about gratitude and money. When people start to have gratitude for you, when you start to be a generosity of spirit with people and have gratitude for them, they will either So if you're grateful for them and they're not willing to be grateful for you, then they'll probably leave your life because they'll be really uncomfortable around you. Like they're not actually willing to be that energy of no judgment. A lot of people are uncomfortable in that space, actually, and that's okay. But there will be people, like a huge amount of people that you don't even know about, that will start to become grateful for you. And then more money will start to show up. It's like this energy of gratitude starts generating these possibilities in your life that will start to create money. Your financial wealth will start to grow with the energy of gratitude. And everywhere you're not willing to have the ease, the joy, and the glory that's possible with money, will you destroy and create all of that? Right, wrong, good, bad, all 9 podpoc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. So that's about it. I'm just going to look for that clearing because it was really good. Okay, well, let's do these ones. So, what generative energy, space, and consciousness can you and your body be that would allow you to have total gratitude for everything that you be and that you are? And everything that doesn't allow that, will you destroy and create it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, all 9, podpoc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. What generative energy, space, and consciousness can you and your body be that would allow you to be and have total gratitude for everything that you be and that you are? And everything that doesn't allow that. Right, wrong, good, bad, all 9, podpoc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. What generative energy, space, and consciousness can you be that would allow you to perceive, know, be, and receive in gratitude the totality of everything you truly be? And everything that doesn't allow that. Right, wrong, good, bad, all 9, podpoc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. What generative energy, space, and consciousness can you be that would allow you to perceive, know, be, and receive in gratitude the totality of everything you truly be? And everything that doesn't allow that, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, all 9, podpoc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. What generative energy, space, and consciousness can you be that would allow you to be the generosity of spirit that you truly be? And everything that doesn't allow that, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, all 9, podpoc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Does anybody have any questions? I'm feeling a little fried after running those clearings, actually. So Carly, I have a question for you. Is this the first time that you have, oh no, I think I have run the clearing statement in some of our writing lessons before. Yeah, cool. I forgot about that, and then I just remembered. So do you have any questions, Carly? No? Crystal? Florence? No? Okay. So I would actually like to do a gratitude exercise with you ladies. So again, if you just want to close your eyes and lower your walls and barriers, and now expand out your infinite being further than you've ever expanded before. Barriers down, barriers down, barriers down. And keep on expanding so your being fills the room that you're in, the country that you're in. Keep expanding into the universe, above you, below you, and all the way around you. Expanding into the space of gratitude. The space of gratitude that you truly are, and keep on expanding into the space of gratitude that's truly possible for you. Being grateful for you and everything that doesn't allow that. Right, wrong, good, bad, all 9, podpoc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. So now if you could take just pick one person or one thing in your life that's causing you frustration right now. It can be anyone or anything, and just think of them and expand out again. And anywhere that a barrier came up when you perceive that situation or that person, just destroy it and create it. Barriers down. Everything that doesn't allow you to be the space of vulnerability with the person or the situation, barriers down. Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Now, bring it up again, expanding out. And I wonder what it would be like if you could have a sense of gratitude for that person or that situation. What's right about this you're not getting? What are you not willing to be that if you would be it could change the situation or your relationship with this person totally and dynamically with total ease, joy, and glory? And everything that doesn't allow you to perceive, know, be, and receive that. Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. And everywhere you're not willing to receive what they might actually be gifting you, whatever awareness they might be gifting you, the person or the situation, will you destroy it and create all of that? Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Now expand out again even further. And just again, perceive the person or the situation. And just turn the one molecule that's required to turn to change it and create something even greater than you could ever imagine possible. And turn the molecule, right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds, and know that just by turning the one molecule, just by asking the molecule to turn, it's turning. Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. And turn another one if it's required. Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. And if there's another one, turn that too. Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. And everywhere you're not willing to receive what the situation or person is, right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. What is right about this? What is the gift of this? And everywhere you're trying to define it, right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. What else is truly possible here with this person and with the situation that's beyond what you could ever imagine? Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Everywhere you're not having allowance for you with this person and this situation. Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Lower your walls and barriers. Perceive that person and situation again, and just allow the energy of gratitude to flood in and run between you, between the person, between you, and between the situation. Allowing it to change the molecules and change the energy that's running, that's stuck. Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. What else is possible? Okay, you can open your eyes. Yeah, I noticed you were yawning a lot, Florence. That is so cool. Florence says, thank you. That released a lot for me. And often yawning is a sign of the energy changing and releasing the unconsciousness that's keeping it stuck the way it is. I think what I'm actually going to do is clip out that gratitude exercise so you guys can have it as a separate short audio, and then you can continuously play it or bring it up if there is something you desire to change, because I know it seems too easy to change stuff with this, but it truly can change a lot of things for you. And every time you listen to it, and every time you listen to this call, you'll get a greater sense of the possibilities. You will receive even more information, because often if you're not in a space of receiving what I'm saying, you probably just won't hear it. And then as you listen more, you'll hear more. It was actually really funny because we had a bars class this weekend, and one of the ladies, she had actually taken a bars class from me not that long ago. Like, it was maybe only 3 or 4 months ago. And she asked me, she's like, Katherine, is this the same manual I had before? And I'm like, yeah, it's exactly the same. And she's like, no way. Like, I never saw any of this before. And I know I read this manual like front to back 3 times. And I'm like, no, it's exactly the same. Like, they haven't changed it. But she herself was in a different space. She changed. She was willing to receive more. So then more tidbits pop out for you. You see things differently. It changes everything. And so I was like, man, I got to go back and read some of my manuals, because I wonder what other information I will find out and discover. And I also wanted to share this other story about how, I said there was I did these intimacy calls on trust, honor, allowance, and vulnerability. And then there was a few months and then I finally just chose to do this gratitude one. But in those few months, I really get that I was actually creating and receiving a greater intimacy with myself, which then allowed me to have greater intimacy with the people around me. And one of them was my husband. And I had this thing going on with him, I've been asking for a lot of change in my life, and one of them, and they say you have to be willing to let people go in your life who aren't willing to change with you, and I had like this weirdness with him, and every time that I would see him, I would get super frustrated. Like, I just wanted him to leave the house. I would daydream about living on the moon or somewhere by myself without him or without anybody around me. And what I'm actually aware of now is, because I was asking for this vulnerability in this greater space, my awareness, one of the things that happened was my awareness exponentialized, and what was going on became I was just so much more aware of it, and it was like a speakerphone yelling at me. But anyway, I had this frustration going on with him. And I was like, hey, I want to change this. This is not fun for me. I'm choosing, I just wanted to leave, I guess, but I also want to change it on another level. So I was asking a lot of questions, and I did have some facilitation sessions with somebody who was asking me questions about it. And they're like, well, what is this really? And I was like, yeah, I'm actually not committing to my life. I'm choosing it, but I'm not really choosing it. I'm not all in, I'm not committed. And then I also got this sense of Travis, and I have other people that I can talk to about this, but he doesn't actually have anybody really that he can, he would never have a conversation about this probably with somebody anyway, but he didn't have anybody who was willing to have his back, I guess. And he wasn't even willing to have his own back. And I'm like, I just realized wow, I'm his wife and I'm not even willing to be there for him. And if we actually did choose to separate, we would still have to have some form of a relationship together because we have kids and stuff. And I'm like, even if we didn't choose to be together, I could still be there for him. I could still be a person for him. And it's almost like I just started choosing this greater, I just closed my back door, I guess. And I'm like, I'm here no matter what. And I think the words that I started using with him and with everything in my life that would give me frustration was, I love you, I adore you, and no matter what you choose, I will always be here for you. I love you, I adore you, and no matter what you choose, I will always be here for you. And if you get the sense of those words, it's like this space of allowance, because no matter what he chooses, he can choose to smoke. He has this thing, he wants to quit smoking, but he's not really choosing it yet. And it used to drive me crazy too, but now I'm like, just choose to smoke or don't choose it. Like, I actually don't care, but I'm still here. Or he can choose to be cranky, and then whenever that energy would come up where I would get frustrated with him, I would just say in my head, I love you, I adore you, and no matter what you choose, I will always be here for you. And then it was actually, that's a space of allowance, as gratitude for him. And he actually changed. Like, he started changing. Like, his cranky pants moments would dissipate way faster because I wasn't resisting them or defending against them or wishing I lived far away, because I was just here and I was present and I was being that vulnerability with him. And it was just a being. It was not a doing. And if those words bring up that energy for you of gratitude and allowance, and I would invite you to use them, like with your kids. I use them with my kids too, because sometimes they still drive me crazy. And I'm like, okay, kids, I'll be like, I love you, I adore you, and no matter what you choose, I will always be here for you. But get the fuck outside and play. But then when I say those words, I'm a different space. I'm not judging them. So they actually often will like, okay, mom, we'll just go outside. Whereas before they'd be like, no, we're not going, or no, we're not actually listening, because I had a judgment attached to it. So that is, I guess, the potency and the power of gratitude. And now the relationship that Travis and I have, I mean, I thought it was actually pretty good before, even though I still wanted to leave him. That's so funny. But it's actually even better now, like beyond what I could ever imagine. And it's like, I love you, I adore you, and no matter what you choose, I'll always be here for you. And yeah, I didn't know I was going to share that either. That's awesome. So, any questions or comments, guys? I'm kind of perceiving that the energy is done. So I will send you the recordings, and I'm going to clip out that exercise for you to have separately. And if anything comes up for you, you know where to find me. Yeah, I'm happy to always facilitate a 5-minute question, or you can email me and I'm happy to email you a question back. But I wonder what will start to change in your life just by being here and listening to this today. And if something cool happens, let me know. Oh yeah, and just a side note, when things feel like they're falling apart, they could actually be coming together to create a greater possibility for you. So when you're asking for change and things change, it feels really uncomfortable, but don't stop. Just keep choosing. Just keep putting one foot in front of the other, and know that you can ask somebody a question. All right, ladies, you are so lovely. Thank you so much for coming to hang out with me, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Bye.